Hello, good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Agne Afrianita Putri, with the student ID number 234100. And I'm a student from the management class at the Faculty of Economics and Business. Here, I will explain about NPWP, Taxpayer Identification Number, registration, the definition of a tax subject, and the tax object. NPWP registration, or Taxpayer Identification Number, is a process undertaken by every individual or entity to obtain official identification as a taxpayer in Indonesia. NPWPs are used as identification in tax administration so that tax activities can be organized and properly recorded. Every citizen who meets the requirements, such as having income above the non-taxable income (PTKP) limit, is required to register with the tax office or through the Directorate General of Taxes online system. Having an NPWP allows a person to properly fulfill their tax obligations, such as reporting and paying taxes. Furthermore, NPWPs are often required for various administrative purposes, such as applying for jobs, opening bank accounts, or applying for credit. Tax subject is a party subject to tax obligations by the state. This means that a tax subject is an individual or entity that, according to law, has the potential to be liable for tax. Tax subjects are divided into two main types: domestic tax subjects and foreign tax subjects. Domestic tax subjects are individuals or entities residing, domiciled, or conducting business activities in Indonesia. Non-resident tax subjects, on the other hand, are individuals or entities not residing in Indonesia but earning income from Indonesia. In other words, a tax subject is who is required to pay taxes to the state. Meanwhile, a tax object is anything that is taxed, or what constitutes the basis for taxation. Tax objects can be income, goods, services, or certain activities that provide economic benefits to an individual. For example, for income tax, PPH, the tax object is income, such as salary, honorarium, business profits, gifts, and so on. For value-added tax, VAT, the taxable object is the transfer of taxable goods and services, while for land and building tax, PBB, the taxable object is the land and buildings owned or utilized by an individual. Therefore, this taxable object describes what makes an individual obligated to pay tax according to applicable regulations. Simply put, it can be concluded that registering for a Taxpayer Identification Number, NPWP, is the first step in becoming an official taxpayer. A tax subject is the party subject to tax. A tax object is the thing or activity subject to tax. These three are interconnected and form the essential foundation of the Indonesian tax system. That concludes my explanation. Thank you.